Welcome in the video on Rabindranath Tagore. This video is useful for the students of English Literature BA Part 1. It belongs to Paper 1 Poetry and Drama. In this video, I will give you a brief introduction about the life and works of Rabindranath Tagore. I am Dr. Vinita Bhadoria, Associate Professor of English in Government College, Behror. Rabindranath Tagore was a Bengali poet, short story writer, song composer, playwright, essayist, and painter who introduced new prose and verse forms and the use of colloquial language into Bengali literature, thereby freeing it from traditional models based on classical Sanskrit. He was highly influential in introducing Indian culture to the West and vice versa. He is generally regarded as the outstanding creative artist of early 20th century India. He was born on May 7, 1861 in Calcutta in West Bengal. He died on August 7 in 1941 at Jorasanko, Thakur Badi in Calcutta. He reshaped Bengali literature and music as well as Indian art with contextual modernism in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. He was the author of the profoundly sensitive, fresh, and beautiful verse of Gitanjali. Though Tagore wrote novels, essays, short stories, travelogues, dramas, and thousands of songs, but he was best known for his poetry. Internationally, Gitanjali is Tagore's best known collection of poetry, for which he was awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature in 1913. Tagore was the first non-European to receive a Nobel Prize in Literature and second non-European to receive a Nobel Prize after Theodore Roosevelt. Rabindranath Tagore is undoubtedly one of the greatest writers of modern India. As a writer, he looks at life from a humanist point of view. He is a true apostle of universal brotherhood and understanding. It was to embody these lofty ideals that he established at Santiniketan, known as the Abode of Peace, a university that was to transmit a message of love and selfless knowledge to all mankind. When the struggle for freedom was passing through a critical phase, at that time he was died. He was deeply mourned by his countrymen and countless readers and admirers all over the world. Rabindranath Tagore was a versatile genius who not only wrote, painted, acted, and composed music but also took an active part in the national struggle for freedom. He was endowed with a rare imagination and a felicity of expression. He wrote about 50 dramas, 40 volumes of novels, and shorter fiction, besides innumerable collections of poems and philosophical essays. This was followed by the invitations which took him to many parts of the world, China, Japan, and other countries, Europe, United States, and so on. Tagore's poetic style, which proceeds from a lineage established by 15th and 16th century Vaishnava poets, ranges from classical formalism to the comic, visionary, and aesthetic. Tagore's most innovative and mature poetry embodies his exposure to Bengali rural folk music. His works are frequently noted for their rhythmic, optimistic, and lyrical nature. The earliest influences that shaped Tagore's poetic sensibility were the artistic environment of his home, the beauty of nature, and the saintly character of his father, Devendranath Tagore. He is a true apostle of universal brotherhood and understanding. Tagore acknowledged three main sources of literary aspiration or inspirations: the Vaishnava poets of medieval Bengal and the Bengali folk literature, the classical Indian ascetic, cultural, and philosophical heritage, and the modern European literary tradition, particularly the work of the English Romantic poets. His Gitanjali is the most famous collection of the poem of Tagore's. Gora is the most famous novel written by him, and he has written so many dramas and short stories also. In this video, I have given you the brief introduction of Rabindranath Tagore. In the next video, I will explain you the poetry where the mind is without fear, which is prescribed in your course, and give some information about the background of this poetry. Thank you very much.